will be honest with you guys, when I read earlier last Tuesday that this week's episode of Inside Star Citizen would be about mining, I was touched with mixed feelings of deja vu and frustration. After all, mining has been heavily developed over the past couple of years, and we have had our shares of similarly themed ISC episodes. However, this episode, for me at least, proved to be most interesting as it gave us a vision for the future of this gameplay loop in particular, and especially for what its true purpose is going to be at some point in the development of the game. So let's talk about this in today's video. Hi, I'm Iran, and so I never thought that I would ever say that, but I am for one most excited about mining in Star Citizen, and that is all thanks to what we learned in the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen, which was entirely focused on the changes mining is going to undergo in the upcoming Star Citizen Alpha 3.19 patch that's coming up at the end of the next quarter, as well as the possibilities that these changes are going to involve. So, before we talk about the novelties that will be introduced with 3.19, I want to go straight to the point and talk about the true purpose of mining, which was revealed during the last episode, and I think that all of the industrialist gamers out there must have rejoiced at the mere mention of it, and that purpose was revealed to be crafting, which makes so much sense when you think of other player-driven economy games, as well as some of the resources that are in the game or that are going to be added in the game, like iron in Alpha 3.19. In those games, miners play an essential role because they define what resources will be available in the game economy for it to function properly, and for goods to be able to be produced. As of now, mining is purely profit-oriented, meaning that miners have no interest in acquiring resources other than the most lucrative ones, but in the future, crafting is going to require a lot of the basic resources that we can find in the game. Now, because these resources, for example aluminum, copper, iron or quartz, will still be widely available in the verse, it's most unlikely that they will ever get quantanium levels of prices, but we can imagine several scenarios that would make them relevant. For example, industries could very well employ their own miners, whether these are human players or NPCs. It might also be possible that a shortage caused by criminals, a war, or just a lack of interest made by players here could raise the prices. Finally, as it was mentioned in the video, not every resources will be available everywhere, so Microtech might very well order large quantities of aluminum from Crusader, while Crusader could also be ordering copper from Microtech. And this could lead us to the next aspect of the economy that could very well change this year, and that would especially be true if the Hull C becomes finally flyable, because it will be able to transport very large quantities of desirable materials where they will be needed the most. Of course, the Hull C will not be able to land planetside with its cargo arms deployed, so it will only be used for station-to-station uses, meaning that we should expect to see them a lot near refineries, where they'll be able to take them from the source, or from orbital stations, where they could be taking stored materials to other orbital stations around other planets. These orbital stations could then act as relays, where smaller haulers could transport these materials to the production facilities, where they would be processed to then be transferred into value-added products that would then in return be shipped to other locations. But basic resources and their redistribution in the sentence system won't be the only changes that miners will notice in Alpha 3.19. In addition to an optimized UI that should give us better information during the mining process, a new hand mineable will also be found in caves, giving players once again a reason to mine by hand due to how lucrative it is going to be. The decision to add a new, more valuable resource was made after the developers realized that players were now seldom mining in caves, and to be frank, it's a good thing because I personally find that these activities in caves are quite thrilling. It's dark, you don't know what you will find or who you will encounter. It's also possible in the future that we may find creatures that will be dwelling in those caves, making those materials even more valuable due to the danger that could be associated with them. I think that back in the days before ground vehicle mining was a thing, hand mining was actually profitable and drew a lot of player attention, and this could be a direction that we could be seeing in the future as well if this is done correctly. But anyway guys, that is all for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what is the most exciting change that was talked about in the last episode of Inside Star Citizen. Well, let me know, and if you subscribe to the channel, you will be in for a chance to win an Envil Centurion. Also feel free to join our video sharing contest on Discord. You can also become a Patreon and a YouTube member, and you'll have automatic access to another giveaway. This time we are giving away a Freelancer Max. Thank you so much for watching as always. Thank you so much to Zero Crusher, Wolfpipe Pug, Deplorable Infidel, and Dr. Fobin. It's been Leader Ran. I'll see you guys later.